Welcome to tonight's live broadcast of Lomita High School Sports on LTX Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe and come back and listen to the archive games or for the next live broadcast. Now, Mark Edmondson with tonight's Lomita varsity football game on LTX Sports YouTube channel. Welcome to tonight's second broadcast of Lomita High School football, the third game of the season on LTX Sports YouTube channel. That's the LTX Sports YouTube channel. Can be heard anywhere on the World Wide Web. This is Mark Edmondson coming to you live from Lomita, first home game broadcast, and we do appreciate you joining us here tonight as the festivities are just getting started here, about 15 minutes away from kickoff. The six-man Region 4 District 14 1A 14D1 Lomita Hornets at 2-0 on the season. They're coming off of a 47-36 win at Blum last Friday night in Blum, Texas. Little early week this week. It was supposed to be a Friday night game, but it had to be moved over. Some official issues that we've seen that problem throughout the state, and the game moved up to tonight, this Thursday night game here on September the 11th. The junior high already played, lost a close ball game to Eden, and we're about to have the second half of the doubleheader here in Lomita as the varsity Bulldogs take on the varsity Lomita Hornets take on the Eden Bulldogs, who are 2-0. They're out of 15-1A. So Eden comes to town, and both teams at 2-0 looking to keep that going here in the early season. They are coming off of a 28-14 win over Sydney last week. Again, this is still getting started. Our first broadcast last week, everything went pretty well. Learning some things about six-man football, but had over 70 people check in during the night, and the games are archived, and people went back and checked it out. So share with others if you're tuning in from somewhere. We're going to be bringing you all the games on this LTX Sports YouTube channel. Again, we do appreciate it. Our next broadcast will be another home game, and that's next week versus Rochelle, scheduled for Friday the 19th at 7:30. We get going here pretty quick. Going to have the Coach Wadley show here in a moment as well. Started maybe just a minute late, trying to kind of get set up and going here at home, a little different than on the road. So do appreciate you joining us wherever it may be for Lomita Hornet football. Again, the Lomita Hornets 2-0 against the Eden Bulldogs 2-0. So we're going to go ahead as we only have about 12 or so minutes to kickoff. Scheduled kickoff is at 7:30. So we'll take our first break. We come back. I'll give you the Coach Wadley show and get you ready for tonight's contest with the starters and the Lomita Hornets and the Eden Bulldogs on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. Being from Oklahoma, I know a thing or two about natural disasters. Tornadoes are common where I'm from and have affected my life and the lives of people I care about. No matter where you live, be aware of the dangers in your area and have a plan. You can create an emergency kit, come up with an evacuation plan, and know where to seek shelter. You never know when a disaster may hit. These simple steps can help save a life. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com, and remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
It's the Coach Terrence Wadley Show, Lomita ISD Athletic Director and Head Football Coach. The Hornets moved to 2-0 with a 47-6 road victory over Blum. Please share your thoughts on the game.
Feel like we cleaned up our penalties from last week going into this week's game. That helped a lot. Offense was able to get rolling early. Defense came up, made some big stops when we need them, and that's what helped lead us to victory.
Broadcasting my first six-man game last week, I'm still learning much about how the game is played, and obviously players are playing both on offense and defense. It must be a difficult balance that with finding some rest for the players. How do you and the coaches approach that?
Luckily for us right now, we have a little bit of depth, which allows us to give some guys some rest, especially on the special teams side. A lot of that's conditioning. We do a lot of running in practice, so that helps get the boys in shape all season. When we're in the weight room, we still do a lot of things that help keep us, again, in shape. So far, that's what's worked out best for us.
This week, the Eden Bulldogs come to town. Eden is also 2-0 on the early season. What can you tell us about the Bulldogs?
Nothing we haven't seen. Still same basic offenses we've seen from everybody else for the first 3 to 4 weeks. A little bit of J gun. They like to run the ball. I think they're like 85% run, 15% pass. From what we can tell, their same six are going to play almost the whole game. That's pretty much the same as ours. And so defensively, pretty much run the same thing we run, so we're already used to it. We know how to play it. We know how to cover it. We know how to defend everything that they do, so hopefully it'll be a good game.
This week was originally scheduled for Friday, but had to be moved to Thursday, so one less day of prep for Lomita and Eaton. Does that take much adjustment for the coaches and teams?
It definitely messes up how we plan for the week, because we have days where we work on certain things. And so when that day gets cut short by a day, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So we just have to roll with the punches. There's nothing we can do about it. There's a lack of officials throughout the state of Texas. So when games get moved, we're used to it.
Well, thank you. And as always, good luck.
Thank you.
It's Mark Edmondson back with you live here with Lomita Varsity Football on LTX Sports YouTube channel. Lomita Hornets have come onto the field, about to have the school song, and we'll be having the national anthem here in a few moments. Is going to go ahead and give you how the two teams got here. First, Lomita started back on August the 28th against Gorman, a 46-16 victory here at home, and then last Friday at Blum, 47-36, a win against the Bobcats. Eden, the Bulldogs, started their season with a 50-0 win over Paint Rock on August the 28th, and then on September 5th at Sydney, they won last week, as I mentioned earlier, 28-14. Do want to mention the volleyball game tomorrow, the one on Tuesday night. So congratulations to Coach Shelby Shelton and Christy Crawley in the win for the Lady Hornets on Tuesday. And then also, let me go ahead and get you the starting lineups as we are moving closer here to the beginning of tonight's contest. We do, again, appreciate you joining us anywhere on the World Wide Web. The games are archived. You can go back and listen to them at any time. We're still trying to get the word out, so please share. The Lomita offensive starters tonight will be at quarterback Jeremiah Torres. We have the prayer here, so we're going to go ahead and take this break, and then the national anthem. We'll come back and get you those starters on the LTX Sports YouTube channel.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a Canine Companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia. We quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together, we pick vegetables, and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
We all have the ability to touch the lives of those around us. Moms, dads, neighbors, teachers, friends. These are the people who are always there to listen when we need to talk. Though their actions may not always be monumental, they are always felt. To someone going through a difficult time, a text, A call or a visit can mean so much. Reach out to the veterans in your life today. Let them know they're not alone. One simple act can make all the difference. That's the power of one. If you're a veteran in crisis or know one who is, visit veteranscrisisline.net for free 24/7 confidential support or call 1-800-273-8255 and press 1.
The key to unlock the next breakthrough in life-saving cancer research could be sitting in your driveway. Stand Up to Cancer's vehicle donation program makes it easy to turn your unwanted vehicle into funding to support innovative cancer research. These innovations lead to better cancer prevention, diagnosis, and treatment, which means we can help save lives right now. Cancer affects all of us. Today alone, 5,370 people in the United States will be diagnosed with cancer. It will take all of us standing up together to put an end to it. So when you're looking to get rid of your old car, truck, motorcycle, RV, or boat, why not donate it to Stand Up to Cancer? Donating is easy and tax deductible. We'll even tow your vehicle for free. You can be a driving force in cancer research. Donate your car today. Visit standuptocancer.org/cars to learn more.
And we're back here live. Mark Edmondson. I'm going to get you the captains here in just a moment. Captains meeting at the middle of the field. 7 captains for the Hornets. And then 3. So Jeremiah Torres, Josue Lopez, Manny Prado, also Stone Car Jones, Carson Brister, and Pablo Carbajal. Missed somebody. I did. No, Jeremiah got him. You got Jeremiah Torres, Josue Lopez, Manny Prado, Stone Car Jones, Carson Brister, and Pablo Carbajal. I had to get them all. Thank you so much for checking. Appreciate the help here in the boxes. Always grateful for that. The captain's meeting at midfield, so we're going to get going here in just a second. Let me go ahead and get to the offensive starters for the Lomita Hornets. At quarterback, Jeremiah Torres. Running backs will be Easton Hamilton, Carson Brister, Manny Prado, the center, Roy Carr at guard, and Stone Car Jones at end. And I know there's some, as I've even been asking the students, learning the six-man jargon, and some of that does change, whether they're both ends or both guards. It kind of depends where they set. So, again, learning experience for me as well, but I like to share that with you. And I know not everybody has been around six-man football, so as you join us, Will, been a teacher for a long time, so have to throw the learning experience in when I can. And a long explanation by the referee. We'll go ahead and give you the defensive starters for the Hornets. The defensive line at end, Pablo Carbajal and Stone Car Jones. The linebackers, Carson Brister and Easton Hamilton. Easton Hamilton, a cornerback with Jeremiah Torres. Brister, the linebacker. And then Jose Carbajal will also be the safety. So, still have not tossed the coin, but it's getting near. Do appreciate you joining us. Share with us. We're going to be bringing you all the rest of the Lomita Varsity Hornet action on LTX Sports Online, on the YouTube channel, pardon me. And I think they checked to see the coin's all right. This official's going to use his time to make sure he gets plenty of explanation. The Hornets in the maroon pants, the gold jersey tops, maroon numbers. Here we go. It will be the Bulldogs winning the toss and wanting to receive. So we're not going to defer as a lot of teams do. So we're about ready to get underway. Again, Mark Edmondson coming to you live here from Lomita, Texas, Hornet Stadium on LTX Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. Game number 3, both these teams 2-0. One of them will leave here tonight with a blemish on their record. So an important game in the early season, long way to go, but teams trying to build confidence. The Hornets, that game in Blum really went out. They went out to a 34-8 lead. Blum did come back, get it within a score, but some important defensive stops, 3 turnovers, 2 fumble recoveries, and an interception by Stone Carr Jones. That last one late in the game really ended up sealing the deal for Lomita. So we appreciate you joining us. We're about to get underway for game number 3 on the season. The Lomita Hornets and the Eden Bulldogs, both 2-0. 6-man football, Friday night live, except on Thursday night. So it will be Josue Lopez to kick off. I had said his name a couple of times last week. He was not suited up last week, but he will be back kicking. He kicked in the first game, and we're ready to go. And with the kick, line drive kick deep and back into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. So the Eden Bulldogs will start at their own 20-yard line. Again, it's a first down and 15. You got 4 downs to get 15 yards. I don't think I only said it a first and 10 once or twice last week. Again, I did Burnett football for about 19 years, 11 man. So, but Eden will start under center, the quarterback, Julian Morales. A handoff, and it's going to be a good gain near the first down marker for number 11, Blake Teeple. Teeple was hit, but kept his legs turning and got all the way out to the 32-yard line. So it's going to be second and short. Going to hand it off, and one man missed, and they had a chance to bring down the running back, Nate Barba, but he will get the first down. Got him at the legs. He got out of that tackle, and he gets up to the 36-yard line and a first down, a gain of 4. So first and 15 now for Eden. They get the first down, 10 minutes on the clock. Start the game. Clock runs at 9:07 and running. First down goes to the Bulldogs. Under center, and then a jump by Prada coming across and pushes the center back. 5 yards will be stepped off against the Hornets, so that'll make it first and 10. First down, and it'll be 10, and it's just on the 39-yard line on the Lomita side of the field. Gonna hand it off. Bounces to the outside, brought down from behind is Barba. He'll pick up positive yards to about the 35-yard line, a gain of 4. Again, one of the things I associated this to last week was a fast break basketball game. At times it slows down, but others it's very quick and a lot of space, and you're trying to keep up with who has the ball. So it is second down and about 5 for Eden. They're going to pitch it. And they've got him bottled up. If they can bring him down, a missed tackle, though, and still on his feet, and it's going to end up, and then shoulder that doesn't bring down the tackler. The Hornets tackled really well last week, but not in that sequence. It's going to end up being a first down as Teeple again with the carry, but had a chance to get him in the backfield, but instead he gets it to the 25-yard line where it'll be a first down on the Lomita side of the field. So Eden driving, 7:56 to go. No score here in the first quarter from Lomita. Now in shotgun in the the J formation, 2 to the right of the center. They pitch it. Had somebody, ball on the ground. Can the Hornets get it? No, not yet. No, it's picked up by number 5, Barba. The Bulldogs, again, 3 turnovers last week. Had several in the first game, really important, but could not come up. It bounced a good long ways, but Barba picked it up and ended up with essentially no gain. So ball maybe at the 24. He picked up a yard there, but a chance missed there by the Hornets. Eden now with two split wide to the right. Snap back. They pitch it to number 2, and he has some space brought down, and that is Julian Morales with the carry. And he will get Brister with the tackle inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That was a gain of 6. So Eden continues to drive. It is third down and about 7 or 8. 6:46, no score here in the first quarter. Clock runs. Lomita trying to stop this drive, opening drive of the game by the Bulldogs. Timmons will pitch it. Now they look to throw, and he pulls it down on the run and spun down. Near the first down is, again, Barba. It looks like he might throw for a minute, but kept it. But it'll bring up a fourth down as they get it to about the 12-yard line, maybe 13. That was a gain of 5, but it's a big fourth down play, 4th and 3. So a fourth down here. Can the Hornets make a stop? Got spread 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Snap is low. They have to pitch it. He's in trouble in the backfield, throws it back, but he gets it back to the who took the snap, original snap, and gets the first down. So it went from Blake Teeple to Jared Fernandez. Again, it's almost like every play is a trick play, and they do pick up the first down inside the 5 to the 4. So Lomita couldn't get the Bulldogs off the field. Again, thank you for joining us. First drive of the game, and it's first and goal at the 4. Morales will be at the quarterback position. Behind him is Teeple. On the ground, they pitch it to Teeple. Now he looks to throw, but then he pulls it down, and that fake gave him the room into the end zone. And number 11 takes it in from 4 yards out for the score. So Eden takes the opening drive down the field and puts it in with 6 points. They will go for the 2-point kick. It will be Teeple. And the kick is high and short. It hits the upright and bounces back, no good. High in the air, it hit the upright, but then fell backwards and no good. So we're going to keep it here. Get breaks when we can. I found that out last week as well. Thank you, Julia Thomas, for Let's Go Maroon. Appreciate you checking in with us. Again, also, if I always worry with internet access. Things look good right now, but if something comes up, 512-922-2601 if you're listening and maybe need to say, oh, well, you're not on, and you could send a text to me. So first quarter score, Eden gets on the board with a 4-yard run. And it's 6-0 Eden with 5:14 to go here in the first quarter. Eden will kick off. I think it is true when just the speed and of the game, it's not always just faster. I've called some slot T games that quicker to the line, but just so many different directions players are going, and just so many things to try to keep up with, and that makes it hard for the defense. And a lot of open space. The field, again, 80 by 40, not 100 yards. And it is an onside kick, and picked up by Brister, and does a nice job of returning it up near the midfield. Let's see where they end up marking him out. It will be Lomita's first offensive possession, and they'll start it at the 38, their own 38-yard line, so just before midfield. So 5:12 to go in the first quarter. 6-0. Eden with the lead. Got some changes coming into the offense to start here. So first play from scrimmage for the offense. Torres under center. He's going to pitch it to Carr. Carr Jones is hit by a couple of Bulldogs. First by Morales. He's going to gain 2 yards to the 40 right at midfield. So Stone Carr Jones with the carry to the right side. Easton Hamilton checks in for the Bulldogs, pardon me, and I knew I was going to say that, haven't called so many games. Then Eden's here, so for the Hornets. Hornets have the ball right at midfield, the nose of the ball, touching the 40-yard line. Got Torres under center, 2 backs behind him. He's going to hand it off to Easton Hamilton. There's a hole, bounces to the outside, first down and more, inside the 20, still carrying 3 tacklers down to the 15-yard line. Big run there for Easton Hamilton. 25-yard run, and it's a first down for the Hornets. So they mark it right at the 15. So let's see, they do drop the other chain. So it's going to be first and goal from the 15 of the Bulldogs. Pitch to Brister, trying to get the outside, makes a cut, gets away inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. Carson Brister with a nice cut to give him some yards. Mark it at maybe the 7. We'll call it a gain of 8. It's at the Eden 8-yard line. Kind of the far end of the field for me, checking that. Like 7 or 8-yard line. And it'll be second down and goal for the Hornets, trying to answer the score of the Bulldogs. They lead 6-0. In shotgun to throw into the end zone. Prado makes the catch again. The center, Manny Prado, makes the catch. And again, talking about last week, I said how much more I'm going to give credit to a center and being a center a long time ago. Manny goes up and makes another great catch. A nice toss from Torres. But Prado goes up and hauls it in for the touchdown to tie it at 6. Josue Lopez will attempt the 2-point extra point on the kick. Snap is back. Kick is off to the left. No good. Will remain tied at 6. So we're going to keep it here. Get caught up, but a big answer there as it was a 8-yard pass from Torres to Prado. Again, everybody's eligible. He caught a touchdown last week and a great 1-point conversion late in that game. So, nice answer there by the Hornets. Lomita moves down the field, and it's Jeremiah Torres to Manny Prado for the 8-yard touchdown. And we're tied at 6. Again, thank you for joining us on the LTX Sports YouTube channel. We'll be bringing you all the games. It is 3:27 to go in the first quarter, 6-6 our score. So Eden takes the opening kickoff, a methodical drive downfield. The Hornets with the big plays that they've shown in the first 2 games. Puts it in the end zone to tie it up. Josue Lopez to kick off. He will kick it deep to the left side, and it will be returned from about the goal line. Got ahead of steam, and taken down is Julian Morales. And then a flag down, it looks like, at about the 32-yard line. Let's see what this call is. Be a hold possibly against Eden. Waiting on the flag here. Prado in on that tackle, along with Javier Caso. It is a face mask, so a big penalty against Lomita. And they have, you heard Coach Wadley talking about it, the Hornets have done a good job staying away from turnovers against them and penalties. And so that one hurts them as it moves it all the way to the 30 their 30 for Eden. First down, bouncing outside and not picking up too much is, again, Barba. Barba with the carry. Clock continues to run. 3:08 to go here in the first quarter. 6-6 our score. And get him yardage down to about the 27, so a gain of 3. So Eden has it at the Lomita 27-yard line. Second down and 13. Second 12. Second and 12 under center. Have a man in motion, but to throw out in the flat too far. They were trying to get, Morales was trying to get it out to, I believe, let's see, is Hernandez out here? No, to Barba, but incomplete over his head. So that'll bring up third and long, 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. They're at the Lomita 27-yard line. Again, almost always go for very few punts, a lot of going for it. They have 4 downs to get 15 yards. It's 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. I have 2 split wide left, 2 backs behind the quarterback. They're going to pitch it to Barba. Barba has some blockers to the sideline and taken out of bounds. And before he got to the 20, see on the far side, I think Brister was in on that tackle. And it'll bring up 4th down. So another chance for the Hornets. This is 4th down and about 6. They're at the 22-yard line. So here's a chance. They had a chance in the first drive, couldn't get them off the field. Another chance for the Hornets defense. 4th down and 6 or 7. They're at the 22-yard line are the Eden Bulldogs. The quarterback, Morales, gets the snap. He's going to throw. Pressure comes. He pulls it down. Still has time. Throws it back across the field. Has a man and overthrows him. It'll be a turnover down. He had Fernandez. He bought time with his feet but could not connect. And a turnover on downs will give the Hornets the football at their own 22-yard line. Big play there. They had a good rush on him, but the quarterback, Morales, did buy himself time but could not connect. And it is a 1st and 15 for the Hornets at their own 22. Ball seemed more closer to the 21 now. I'm not sure how that happened, but either way, very close. So 1:52 to go here in the first quarter. We're tied at 6 under center. Torres hands it off. There's a hole. Hamilton, and he hits hard. He is hit hard by number 2, Julian Morales. A good run by Hamilton. Good tackle there by Morales. But a good gain of, call it 6 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. So 2nd down and 8 on the carry by Easton Hamilton. Morales again under center. The 2 backs, Brister and Hamilton behind him. Going to fake it. Going to look to throw. Back to Brister and can't. Oh, he can't. Takes a tough hit, and it's one of those defenseless receivers. No call there, though. Pass was a little too much air under it. Brister could not get there. He did take a big hit there, but hops back up, heads to the huddle. But it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8 for Lomita. They're at their own 29-yard line. 1:13. Clock stopped on that incompletion. Come out of the huddle. Prado leads them to the line. Got a T formation. Morales to Brister's got a blocker. Can he get the first down? He does. Good hard run. He's taken down near midfield, but not before he picks up a Hornet first down. Good job there as Jeremiah Torres at quarterback pitched it to Brister. Carson Brister had some blockers in front of him and gets it to the 39-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain and a first down for Lomita. 6 all. We're tied at 6. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Again, thank you for joining us. If you're out there listening on the World Wide Web, know somebody else who might be interested in following, let's share with them. Quickly to the line. Torres, the snap. Hands it off to Stone Card Jones, and he is met there by a stone wall, though. Defensive was ready for the Bulldogs. He might have got half a yard, probably give him no gain there. It stays at the 39, just trying to go right in there, but Eden did a good job of making the stop. Second down, and still just about 15. See if they get another playoff here. They do get to the line. 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lomita. Torres under center. He's going to fake it. Now pitches it to Jones. It took a long time, and he's going to lose yards. Eden snipped that one out, and we're going to go to the second quarter. It'll be a long yardage for Lomita as we come back. We'll go ahead and take our first break. We do appreciate you joining us. 6-6 our score at the end of one on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Mark Edmondson back with you live. We start the second quarter. It's going to be third and long, third and about 20. The ball back at the 33-yard line. So both these teams, again, 2-0, and you wonder early in the season, people always wonder about, what teams and who they played. You always get those. Well, both these teams playing hard, and both you see got some talent. And Eden right now made a good defensive stop there to make it third and long. So can the Hornets somehow pick up this on 2 downs? They are in third and about 19 or 20. Just starting the second quarter, we're tied at 6. Torres under center, hands it off to Carr, and Carr, who had a couple of late touchdowns last week, nowhere to go. Maybe he picked up 2 yards to the 35, but they're able to get in there and not let him find any room. He gets an open space, very dangerous, but fourth down, and we'll call it 19. That's back at the 35-yard line. So let's see what the Hornets decide to do. They're at their own 35. They have, and then I believe going to be a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Timeout Lomita, so I'll reset it here. Looks like they might be in a situation to try to punt it away. The Eden Bulldogs took the opening drive down the field and able to put it in the end zone. The extra point was no good. Lomita answered quickly as they drove on their first offensive possession. And then in the last 2 drives, the Hornets able to get a turnover on downs against the Bulldogs, and then right now the Lomita Hornets facing this long fourth down and about 18 or 19. So see what they do. Lomita called their first timeout. If any of you are and happen to be listening here, I do always like to remind, if you're listening in the stadium, you'd notice it, but if people wonder, it's through the internet, so there's usually about a 15-second delay. So that does come into play. We are in a punt formation. It appears they pitch it. No, he's going to throw, though. Torres, no, he's going to go deep, and he looks to get it to. It is intercepted, and actually for the Bulldogs, that's not a good play for Eden. Probably it was intercepted. I don't have a number 9. It doesn't look like. Was it 5? Maybe it was Barba. But either way, because and that puts it at the 23-yard line. If he knocks it down, the ball is going to be back on the Lomita side of the field. So that really helps the Hornets there as the ball goes all the way to the 23. So it will be the first and 15 for the Bulldogs. Under center. The quarterback going to hand it off. There's room on the outside for number 11, Teeple. Blake Teeple is going to pick up positive yards and a good gain past the 30 to about the 32-yard line, a gain of 9. So it's at the Lomita 32, second down and about 6. Eden under center is Morales. He's going to hand it off, and a good hit there made by, I believe that was Jeremiah Torres coming in there to make the tackle. It'll bring up a third down. There was a hole there, and he closed it quickly, so a short gain to the 35-yard line, a gain of 3. Bulldogs quickly to the line. Morales, he pitches it to Teeple, has space. He's going to get the first down, going to get past midfield, so they're picking up some yardage. Stone Carr Jones made the tackle, but not before the yardage. They had him step out further than I thought. It's at the 39-yard line on Lomita side of the field, but it is first and 15 for Eden. So they're driving 8-14, 8-13, and counting here in the first half. 6-6 their score. They pitch it to Barba. Barba following his blockers and brought down after a short gain. Good job there by I know it was Stone Carr Jones in there, along with also T.J. Moore. T.J. Moore also in on the stop. And that's a gain of about 3. I get him to 37. We'll call it a short 2, long 2, short 3, something like that. It is on the Lomita side of the field for the Bulldogs. Eden, the quarterback Morales, brings him to the line. He's under center, has the one back behind him and an up back. He's going to throw. Looking out in the flat, and the catch is made by Barba. And he's going to get up near the first down marker. He was taken down by Yuli Casa Prado, but it will be short of the first down, but not by much. He gets to the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 9. And it'll bring up third and about 2. So Eden continues the drive. And we have a whistle. Got another timeout. The Lomita coaches want to talk about this. 7:03 to go. We're going to take a short break. 7:03 to go in the first half. Our score 6-6 on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Mark Edmondson back with you live here from Hornet Stadium, Lomita, Texas. This Thursday night edition of Hornet football. The Lomita Hornets 2-0 against the Eden Bulldogs, also 2-0. Will be a third down and short for Eden as we come back to play. 7:03 on the second quarter clock here. Morales under center for the Bulldogs. He's going to hand it off. There's a big hole, broken tackle, and still on his feet inside the 15 for Teeple, I believe that was. It was Blake Teeple, and he'll get the first down at about the 17-yard line. 9-yard gain and a first down and 15, and they're back to the line. Morales hands it off on the right side. Good tackle there. Coming up to make the tackle, I believe that was number 10. Jose Carbajal does come in and make the stop for short gain. If it would, they get a yard to the 16, but that'll bring up second down and long. Good job there of finding an opening and getting in there and making the tackle, wrapping him up before the runner could get in some open space. The Bulldogs have done a good job finding room to run. It is 2nd and 14 6-6 our score. 6:15 and counting first half. Morales under center. He pitches it. Teeple makes a man miss in space, and he's going to score. Teeple, tall running back for the Eden Bulldogs, and he showed some good moves there. And looked like the Hornets got a little bit pursuit. Was behind in front of him and didn't kind of stay in those lanes, and it's going to end up being a 16-yard touchdown run for number 11, Teeple. The extra point here attempt is coming. They're going to kick for the 2-point attempt. Snap is back. Teeple with the kick, and it is good. So the 2-point conversion is good, and that makes it 14-6. 14-6. Eden now with the lead. So in the second quarter, both teams scored once in that first quarter. Eden takes the drive down and just kind of, I don't know, they went to fourth down on that drive. They just kept moving and were able to pick up positive yards and really able to kind of do mostly what they wanted on that drive and took it in. On the last play was, again, a 16-yard run by Teeple. And he also had the 2 points on the kick. So Lomita finds themselves trailing again. Going to need to find an answer on the offensive end. 6:06 to go here in the first half. Eden leads 14-6. They will kick off. Barber to kick off for the Eden Bulldogs. Pablo Carbajal will be back deep. Checking in late is also Josue Lopez. He'll come up he'll be at the line. And another onside kick. Takes the bounce, and I believe that is Prado who falls on it. So it'll be good field position for the Hornets as they'll start at their own 35. So our new score again, 14-6. Eden with the lead. The Hornets offense was stifled in that last drive. See if they can get something started here. Be Stonecar Jones and Easton Hamilton in the backfield along with Torres. Got a J formation. The snap back. They're going to pitch it to Hamilton. Makes one man miss, still on his feet. Good run. But there's not a lot of open spaces. Eden has done a good job of closing some of those holes. He looks to me right at midfield. Hamilton with the carry, 5 yards. And it'll make 2nd and 10. 2nd down and 10 for the Hornets. 5:38 as the clock runs here in the first half of action. Lomita needing an answer here for that score by the Eden Bulldogs. Prado under center. Snap back. Pitches it to Jones. Guys to get to the outside. Still on his feet. Cuts it in. Great job of going forward to get some extra yards, but he's hit hard. Eden strung that out nicely. Carr Jones did a nice job to get some extra yards, but it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4. It is at the 30, just inside the 35-yard line on the Eden side of the field. So it'll be 3rd down and a long 4. Of course, again, 2 downs to get that. Carr Jones and Hamilton in the backfield. Torres under center. He's in trouble, and as he turned around, they just found a hole and got him for a loss. Eden's playing well. They've mixed up their defenses some, and now it's going to be a 4th down and 10, 4th and 10. As that loss, 9, as it goes back to the 39-yard line, a loss of 5. So 4th down and about 9. The Hornets in a bit of trouble here. Need to try to pick up this long yardage. About to go under 4 minutes in the first half. They trail 14-6. Torres under center. He pitches it to Hamilton. Hamilton is tripped up in the backfield by number 10, Cohen Holscher. This Eden defense has come to play, and they have really been able to get in the backfield and cause this offense that has scored over 40 points in the first 2 games for the Hornets some trouble, and it's a turnover on downs. So it will be a 1st and 15. I even lost a couple of yards. It's now on the Lomita side of the field at the 39, right next to midfield for Eden. So they're looking to add to their lead before the end of this first half. 3:52 to go. Defense needs to bow its neck here for the Hornets. 1st and 15. The quarterback, Morales. 2 men in motion. That'll be a penalty. Move them back 5 yards. See if the Hornets can take advantage of this. It seems like the Bulldogs have been a bit more of the aggressor here tonight, been a little quicker in those lanes, and still a long way to go. But the Hornets looking for a little spark here. Turnovers in the first 2 games have really helped, and that would look good about now as well. 1st and 20. Morales hands it off. Barba trying to get away, and just a great job to hang on till help came. And it was 22, wasn't it? I believe it was Pablo Carbajal just wouldn't let him go till help came. That's a great job because Barba probably had 30 pounds on him, but he would not let him get away, and Carbajal held on to keep him from getting a big gain. Good play there. So now it's 2nd down. He might have gained a yard. See, the ball's at the 36. So it's 2nd down and long. 2nd down about 19 for the Bulldogs. Morales under center. He's going to pitch it to Teeple. Teeple looking for space and still on his feet. Teeple's a good running back. They finally push him back after about a 6 or 7 yard gain. They give him progress past midfield. He takes long strides. He picks up a lot of yards, it seems, at once, up to the 37. But, okay, he's on the Lomita side of the 37. The ball was on the Eden 36 before that. But it's 3rd down, 2 plays here that the Hornets need to make a stop. 3rd and about 13. The quarterback, Morales. You're going to hand it off to the up back, and good job there of staying with him. They did not bite on that short gain. Going to bring up a big 4th down. It was Barber with the carry, and he gets to the 34-yard line. Only a gain of 3, and the Hornets need to make this stop. 2:13 to go. Clock runs in the first half. They trail 14-6 to the Hornets. They need to get this offense off the field. They spread out. They've got 2 receivers split wide right and left, and then they have a slot receiver and a pistol formation. They pitch it to Teeple. Teeple's looking to run now. He looks to throw deep. Has a man wide open who drops it, or it would have been a touchdown. It was dropped. The Lomita Hornets just got a break of breaks because it was nothing but a touchdown. They came up on Teeple. Teeple had the man wide open, and some of those are the hardest catches to make. But the Hornets can't have anything but just be thankful they got a break there and see if they can take advantage of it. So it's 1:49, I believe, here on the clock in the first half, 14-6. A huge play there. And turnover on downs, and it's now the Lomita's ball at the 34-yard line. They're going to pitch it to Carr. Carr looking for some room, jumps up and get hurt there. I'm glad he didn't. He tried to jump over defenders. But right now, Eden's doing a great job of just filling those lanes. There's nowhere to go. A gain of maybe 1 to the 35-yard line. Clock runs a minute 35, 14-6. The Hornets trail the Bulldogs. Just got a break on what would have been a touchdown on a drop pass. So now could they go in and maybe tie this up before halftime? 2nd down and 13. Torres under center. And there, and then try to pitch it late, a mistake, but he still picked up, and now they try to throw it. It's incomplete, and that's what happens in six-man football, but it was very dangerous. Could have been 2 turnovers there, but something's got to change up front right now because the Eden Bulldogs are just finding all kinds of ways in the backfield, no time for this offense. So it ended up being a run that was going to lose 4 yards, then a pitch back. Somehow it got back to Torres, and then he tried to throw it. So that was an incomplete pass after all that. So it brings it back to a 3rd down and about 14 as the ball does come back to the 35. But the ball was on the ground, picked up, pitched, and then finally thrown for an incomplete pass. Try to keep up with all of that. 55 seconds to go, 14-6, 3rd and long, and we have a timeout, I believe, by Eden this time. It is. We're going to keep it here, as these are 2 important downs. Lomita, after that first drive, has not been able to find anything offensively. Eden is bringing pressure. They are just sending more than the Hornets are able to handle right now, and the Hornet offense has just come to a stop. So we have 54 seconds to go in our first half. Do appreciate joining us on LTX YouTube channel. I'm meeting, and this is great. And I didn't say much about it last week. I mentioned a little bit that I have a lot of connections, and the FFA is very important in my life. My dad was an ag teacher. My son was a state FFA officer, and then I get to come to the booth tonight and meet the parents of another state FFA officer from the same area as my son, who they know each other, and I had not met him before, so it's very cool showing me a picture. This is one of the reasons I honestly wanted to come to Lomita, Texas, to be in. I grew up in a very small town in South Texas, and this is home that I want in my later years. I want to be in. So, all right. So right now, let's see if the Hornets can make a play. Pitch back to Torres. He's deep. He throws it, and it's incomplete. They spread out everybody. Torres was probably 20 yards behind the line. They tried to get it to Pablo Carbajal, trying to make space, but it was incomplete. But they had a defender coming at him, and now it's going to be 4th down. Right now the Hornets looking to try to find something that'll work. 49 seconds to go in the first half, 14-6. The Hornets trail the Eden Bulldogs. 4th down and 14. It's going to be 2 split wide, right and left. They got a slot. I believe that's Hamilton. You got Torres. Throws it out in the flat. Caught by Stone Car Jones. Trying to make room. It's 4th down. Needs a long way to go. There's the flag for the face mask, and we're going to get another break. He did not get the first down. He picked up 7 or 8 yards, but trying to bring Stone Car Jones down. They got a hold of the face mask. Been not many penalties here in the first half, but this will be a costly one and for the Bulldogs, and hopefully one that the Hornets can take advantage of to put some points on the board. That would have been a turnover on downs, but instead it will move it all the way inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line of the Eden Bulldogs. So Lomita needs to get it into the end zone. They're still 23 yards away. 1st and 15. They pitch it to Carr. He makes one man miss. Still on his feet. Good, tough run. Brought down from behind. Let's see. Whistles. I think a little extra going on the side. Clock runs. He gets to the 18, 17-yard line. That was a gain of 6. Clock runs 27 seconds. Quickly to the line. Torres pitches it to Easton Hamilton. Makes one man miss. Can he get to space? Easton Hamilton is pulled down from behind. He almost got. He was 4 yards away. Let's see. They have a timeout left. Not sure here. I think we had one left. Hamilton hops up. Great run. It was a touchdown saving tackle by one of the Bulldogs. Thought Hamilton was going to make it. Just a great job to get there. But they do put it at the 4-yard line. There is a timeout by Lomita, 13 seconds. So we're getting right down to the crunch of it. That was a 13-yard gain by Easton Hamilton. Sets the Hornets up with a chance to at least close or even tie going into halftime. Big play. Remember, you've got a couple of big turnarounds. The pass that was dropped by the Bulldogs, and then on the 4th down play, the personal foul face mask gave new life to the Hornets. So can they put it in the end zone? 14-6. Bulldogs with the lead. The Hornets will get the second half kickoff. So that's important as well. So if you could put points on the board. Came a real big part last week against Blum. Blum scored right before the half, last play before half, and then were able to get the ball, and that was a big part of as they closed in. Fortunately, the Hornets closed it out late, but need to get it into the end zone here. It looks like just inside the 5-yard line. It is 1st and goal for the Hornets. They've got to be aware of the clock. I don't think any more timeouts now. 13.5 seconds. Torres has 2 backs behind him. He's looking to throw. Got to get rid of it, and a little miscommunication throws it over the head of Stonecard Jones. 8.3. I have to admit, this is where you start looking for Manny Prado. He has done a great job in these first couple of games down here near the goal line, but you only have 8.3 seconds. Don't have a lot of time. Maybe 2 more plays, maybe. If you get caught in the field of play, you don't get another play off. Prado is the center. Got 2 in split to the left, 1 to the right. One's in the slot on the left to throw. There's a penalty flag, but wait. Tipped, caught by Easton Hamilton. Let's see what this flag is. Right now it's a touchdown on a tip. We had one of those last week. There is a flag down. Easton Hamilton caught it on the deflection, I think by one of the Hornets. They did let it play out. Let's see some discussion here. Big call, 4.8 seconds on the clock of the second quarter. This ref really likes to drag it out. It is against the Hornets because they're stepping it back the other way. False start, but illegal motion again. They didn't stop the play. So the touchdown comes off the clock, off the scoreboard, and it goes back to the 9. It'll be at the Eden 9 with 4.6 seconds. Got probably 1 play here to get into the end zone. No, we're gonna go for 4. Josue Lopez to attempt a 30-yard field goal. Snap is back. Kick is on the way. Pointing of leg. They say no good. No good. Wait, a flag. We've got another, and there's still 1 second on the clock. This might be roughing. If this is roughing, that'd be personal foul. Well, this could be big the other way. What a back and forth last few seconds. The kick, which was for 4 points, was no good. Had enough leg, but I guess it went off to the left or right. But now more discussion by the refs. There is a flag down. Let's see what this is. 1 second on the second quarter clock. The ref is now he's going to talk to Coach Wadley before, but they're moving it inside. It's against, I'm not brilliant, but they're moving inside the 5, so I assume it's against Eden with 1 second. So now, do you go? They were about to try for a field goal there. Do you try that again, or now you're at the 5-yard line or just inside the 5? Do you go for the touchdown? We have is it running into the kicker? Must have been personal foul because they put it to the 5-yard line or just inside. And now our offense is back on the field. From the 5, Lomita, 1 second on the first half clock. Drama high here, snap back to throw in the flat, and it's batted away and incomplete. And Lomita not able to put points on the board as the first half comes to an end. I'm going to go ahead and take a short break here and come back, and we'll talk to you a little bit about this first half of action. Going to halftime, the Eden Bulldogs lead the Lomita Hornets 14-6 on the LTX Sports YouTube channel.
Wounded Warrior Project helps post 9/11 veterans and their families realize what's possible. With support and resources that bring warriors together and empower them to become stronger, both inside and out.
It's possible to begin healing.
To get the help you need.
To find peace. And as each warrior's needs evolve, so do we. Because these last 20 years are just the beginning. Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/possible.
The key to unlock the next breakthrough in life-saving cancer research could be sitting in your driveway. Stand Up to Cancer's vehicle donation program makes it easy to turn your unwanted vehicle into funding to support innovative cancer research. These innovations lead to better cancer prevention, diagnosis, and treatment, which means we can help save lives right now. Cancer affects all of us. Today alone, 5,370 people in the United States will be diagnosed with cancer. It will take all of us standing up together to put an end to it. So when you're looking to get rid of your old car, truck, motorcycle, RV, or boat, why not donate it to Stand Up to Cancer? Donating is easy and tax deductible. We'll even tow your vehicle for free. You can be a driving force in cancer research. Donate your car today. Visit standuptocancer.org/cars to learn more.
Did you just look down at your phone? You did it again, didn't you? You know, you're flying down the road in a 3-ton hunk of steel, and a text takes your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's long enough to travel the length of a football field and cause some serious damage. Turn it off. Trust me, whatever it is, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextsstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
What does life after service look like? Kicking back? Taking it easy? We believe it looks a little different. Fighting for all veterans. Making sure they get the benefits and care they've earned. Rebuilding communities after disaster strikes. And adapting to support today's veterans. Meeting them where they are. The VFW. Still leading. Still advancing. Still serving. Get involved at stillserving.org.
A ranger station.
I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
I put out my campfire and Smokey Bear hugged me.
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Yep, he's just letting you know you did good.
Bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
I'm gonna let you go now. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Mark Edmondson back with you live here from Hornet Stadium in Lomita, Texas. It is halftime. The Eden Bulldog band performing here at halftime. Our score 14-6 as the go over the scoring here. Eden with the lead. They did get the opening kickoff, took it down the field quickly. It was a methodical drive. Lomita had one chance of fourth down and could not get them off the field, and ended up being a touchdown run by their number 11, Blake Teeple. It was a 4-yard run to get the scoring underway. Also, I got some shout-outs here. I hope I say them right. It said Julia Thomas earlier. Also, Deborah Collins listening in, and Megan Edens, I believe, with Let's Go Roy. So I believe it would be Roy Carr. Have Roy in class. Good young man. Get to talk football. He is in that class with Stone Cold, as I told him I call him sometimes, Stone Car Jones. Told him it's a good football nickname. So the Bulldogs got the scoring started and led 6-0. But Lomita did answer, and a little quicker drive. It only took about 6 plays to move down the field, and they did get a pass. It was from the quarterback Jeremiah Torres to Manny Prado. I believe he's now had touchdown catches in all 3 ball games. I know last week he also had that 1-point conversion late, but I believe I'm almost certain of that. Have it right here in front of me. But the extra point also, in that case, no good. So we were tied at 6, only scoring there in the first quarter. Then the second quarter, after a couple of stops, Eden was able to put it into the end zone. They did get the kick for the extra point, led 14-6. Then the last 5 minutes or so became a bit strange, back and forth. Couple of breaks for the Hornets, as there was a 4th down play that the coverage got broken down and a wide open receiver dropped the ball for the Bulldogs, gave the Hornets the ball back. They were about to have to turn it over on downs on a 4th down, could not come up with it, but were hit. Bulldogs were hit with a personal foul, a face mask, and that gave the Hornets new life. Took it all the way down inside the 10, inside the 5. Actually scored a touchdown on a tip pass that Easton Hamilton caught, but that was called back, so a break for the Bulldogs. And then as time running out, the Hornets tried to kick a field goal, which again would be worth 4 points, but it was enough leg, but no good, as the cheerleaders come out here. And before half is over, I'll read off the cheerleader name. We'll make sure we recognize them here in a little bit, probably after this next break. And but they're on the field now here to perform for the Lomita home crowd. But anyway, so we did get the penalty on the missed kick. There was a penalty of roughing the kicker. Got it at the 5. One more play with 1 second to go when we could not convert. So it's where we stand 14-6 here at halftime. The Hornets will get the second half kickoff, so they'll have a chance to try to cut into this lead. Long way to go. A little more similar to that first game. The game was tied against Gorman 8-8 at halftime, and it was a big second half. So hopefully, and this Eaton team's playing well, though, doing a lot of things. They have made some adjustments defensively to get in and cause some problems for this offense. Again, for the Hornets have scored 40 or more points in the first 2 games. So long way to go. See if they make those adjustments at halftime. We'll take one more break here. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of action. Lomita trails the Eden Bulldogs 14-6 on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
We all have the ability to touch the lives of those around us. Moms, dads, neighbors, teachers, friends. These are the people who are always there to listen when we need to talk. Though their actions may not always be monumental, they are always felt. To someone going through a difficult time, a text, a call, or a visit can mean so much. Reach out to the veterans in your life today. Let them know they're not alone. One simple act can make all the difference. That's the power of one. If you're a veteran in crisis or know one who is, visit veteranscrisisline.net for free 24/7 confidential support, or call 1-800-273-8255 and press 1.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
This is what you desire. Don't play with matches. Don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a Canine Companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia. We quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together, we pick vegetables, and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different, and I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. Being from Oklahoma, I know a thing or two about natural disasters. Tornadoes are common where I'm from and have affected my life and the lives of people I care about. No matter where you live, be aware of the dangers in your area and have a plan. You can create an emergency kit, come up with an evacuation plan, and know where to seek shelter. You never know when a disaster may hit. These simple steps can help save a life. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Everyone deserves access to quality health, but
Mark Edmondson coming back live. Going to cut that a little short. We're about to start the second half, 14-6. Lomita trails. This one a high pop-up kick and going to be on the ground and still fought for. And it looks like Lomita does not come up with it. Let's see, Eden. It is Eden's football, so a high pop-up kick that the Hornets came up in the first break of the second half. I was going to say coming into this, it might come down to, who gets that one break or takes advantage of it. So Lomita will get the ball now on the turnover as we start the third quarter. Eden will have the ball at the Lomita 37-yard line. And now the defense is going to have to go out instead of the offense and see if they can make a play for the Hornets. The quarterback, Morales for Eden, is under center. 1st and 15. Oh, then they got a penalty. Looks like movement. That'll move them back 5. That'll put them on the other side of the field past the 40, so it'll be on the Eden 38-yard line. So it'll make it 1st and 20. 14-6, Eden leads the Hornets. Both teams 2-0, looking to try to move to 3-0 on the season. We start just underway in the second half. As the turnover on the kickoff has Eden with the football. Morales, he's going to pitch it to Teeple. Teeple He found a little lane there, breaks the tackle, and he's going down the sideline, and he'll get a first down and more. Teeple again taking big strides. The Bulldogs looked like they had it kind of strung out, and they've done a good job tackling these first few weeks, but Teeple broke one there, pulled away from one, and takes it all the way down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. That's like a 28-yard gain, and it's first and goal at the 14 as the Bulldogs look to increase their lead. They lead 14-6. Morales, handoff right up the middle, and Barba with the carry near the 10, I think the 11. They'll give him about 3 or 4 yards. TJ Moore with the stop for Lomita. 9-10, clock just runs over 9 minutes here in this third quarter, just underway. Morales under center, 2 backs behind him. T formation, they pitch it to Barba, makes one man miss. He can't get away from a couple of other, including Carbajal. I think maybe both Carbajals is Jose and Pablo in there. And then I get it, third and goal at the 8-yard line. That was a gain of about 3 or 4. So third down and goal from the 8. See if they put it in Teeple's hands. They pitch it to Teeple. He has room. Now he has to cut it back inside, and he makes a man miss, and he'll score. They strung it out, and Teeple is the difference right now in the game. Is he goes in from 8 yards. Teeple, they had 2 men in front of him, and he went around one and cut back inside the other, and it's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. It's at the end of the field. I can't see real well. I'm going to have to get up and look over here. Got the kick for the 2-point conversion. 8:19 to go, third quarter. Snap is back. Hold is good, and kick is blocked. I believe that was Chris Hernandez coming in the block, so the extra point no good. But it does make the new score 20-6. So Lomita now trails 20-6. We're in the third quarter. The turnover on the kick gives Eden another Teeple touchdown. He scored from 8 yards out. Extra point no good, so 20-6. So Lomita's offense needs to get going here. Still a lot of time left in the game. No time, no need to panic yet. But again, it has been Eden really in control since kind of middle of that second quarter. Again, you're going to be ready for another onside kick. Take care of the football. So 20-6, Lomita trails the Eden Bulldogs. About to have the kickoff. Carbajal back deep. But again, that's the up close is where I think the danger is. And we're ready for another onside kick, it appears. And this one, the other side of the field, and it is caught. I think it was it fair caught by Josue Lopez, I believe. It is Lomita. It was fair catch. So they'll get it at the 30, about the 31-yard line, maybe 32. So Lomita needs to get something going here. Really have been kind of flat tonight. Eden has come with a little more pep and punch, and it has paid off to this lead, 20-6 with 8:15 to go here in the third quarter. Let's get a score here, get it back to a one-possession game. But the offense has been stymied by the Bulldog defense. Under center is Torres. And it's on the – it was like nobody moved but Torres, and he's able to get on it, but they're just came through the line, snap. Nobody else on the line for Lomita moved. Really out of sorts right now, and he had 2 defenders hitting Torres as he's turned around, and lucky to keep the ball as it went all the way back to the 20-yard line. So a loss of 12. Yeah, right now, Lomita all out of sorts on the offense. Not only the center and Torres seem to move there. So second down and extremely long, all the way back to the 20. Torres under center. You're going to hand it off inside, looking for some room, just not much there. That handoff to Easton Hamilton and maybe a yard. But the defense for the Bulldogs doing what they want right now. If it was a yard, it was not any more than that. And it was going to be now third down and long. Third and about 25 or 26. Prado brings them to the line. Carr Jones in the backfield along with Hamilton. Torres to throw. He rolls. Pass is deflected, and then let's see. Prado was hit. Ball was up in the air over him. It was tipped, and Prado took a hard hit, but he hops up there. But ball, again, nowhere close there or getting completion. That'll bring up fourth down and long. Hornets right now just nothing going their way. Fourth down and 25. Ball at their just outside their own 20. .6:44 to go in the third quarter. 20-6. Eden really in control right now. They snap it back. Now to Torres. They're trying to get it back to Hamilton. And pass is dropped, but he wasn't going to go anywhere if he did catch it. Eden all over that, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And Eden really looking to put some distance here between themselves and the Hornets, as it's at the 20, at the Lomita 20, first and 15 for Eden. So they're at the opposite 20-yard line, leading already 20-6. Now they're in the gun formation, a pistol formation back behind the quarterback to throw. They throw deep, and it is incomplete near the goal line. Coverage down there by the Hornets. You've seen who that was with the coverage. It's incomplete pass. I think that's number 8 with the coverage. Javier Caso. Second down and 15. So they try to air it out, and they've had so much success, I got a feeling they might be going back to Teeple here. Again, the Bulldogs stopping. It's, again, a pistol formation. Teeple behind the quarterback. They pitch it to Teeple. He's going to throw. They're throwing it deep to the end zone, and it's caught this time as Teeple gets a receiver behind him. That's number 12, I believe. The 32 with the catch. 32 with the catch. So he got open deep. So Teeples to Jorge Mendez for the score. And Mendez had a defender in front of him, but the ball thrown in there. So they went back-to-back passes and score. And kind of right now just doing what they want are the Bulldogs. Snap is back. The kick is on its way. And it is good as well. So 2 scores here in the third quarter. I'm going to keep it here, try to catch up my paperwork here. So Eden right now taking charge. They lead 28-6. 28-6. All Bulldogs right now. That was how long a pass? 20-yard touchdown pass. That was a 20-yard pass from Teeple to Mendez. And the extra point was good by Teeple. So 28-6. Right now, Lomita kind of trying to hang on. Again, you have that, all of a sudden that scoring rule starts popping up its ugly head. But right now, you just got to take it one play at a time. But it has been all Eden. It started that way, but it was still at halftime close. But the turnover and really a lot of fire right now. The Hornets got to find some fire to get back in this game. And the old sayings come into play. You just kind of do them one at a time, one play at a time. Thank you, Bill Elliott, checking in. Appreciate that. So the Hornets, let's see how they do. And with a little bit of, they've won their first 2 games. Had some comeback a bit by Blum last week. Here's another onside kick, the pop-up style. It's going to be caught and returned by the Hornets. That is Yuli Caso Prado with the return. And he'll get it up to about the 38. So the Hornets will have the ball at their own 38-yard line. So near midfield, trying to do something, get some kind of spark again. Saw that with Blum last week. Blum seemed out of it, and all of a sudden a couple of scores. So obviously the scoring is such a big part of, and the quick scoring of 6-man football. But right now they just got to find a good play or two. It has been all Eden. We've got a wide receiver, end split wide left and right, a slot receiver. And then the snap back to Torres. He throws it out. It's complete to Carr. Roy Carr with the catch and a spin move, still on his feet. Strong run. Carr's going to get near a first down. Roy Carr's first catch of the night. We've had a couple people checking in on Roy. Well, you got to hear him make a big play there as you see if they move the chains or not. It's going to be very close as he gets past midfield. And they do move the chains, so we'll call it 15 yards all the way down to the 26. Catch and run by Roy Carr from Torres. Looking for any kind of spark you can. There's still plenty of time, 5:52 and counting third quarter, but the Hornets find themselves down 28-6. Again, spreading things out now. Torres looks to throw, has time, passes, no catch. It wasn't going to be a big gain trying to get it to Manny Prado, but it's incomplete. It'll bring up a second and 15 at the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. So second down and 15. They're in the huddle. Chris Hernandez is 1, is on mine. I'm 6. Snap back to Torres. Look to throw. Middle of the field. Intercepted. Going the other way, Barba. Barba still on his feet. Trying to chase him down. Roy Carr from behind, but he can't catch him. It's a pick 6, and it's all Eden right now as Barba takes it back from about 55 yards, a 55-yard interception return for a touchdown by Barba. So that was an interception. It turned into a pick 6. Makes the score 34-6 with the extra point to come. All Bulldogs here in the second half. Extra point attempt. Snap is back. Hold is good and kick no good. Blocked. And it will be, they got the block. They run into the kicker, but the kick was blocked, so no foul there. And it will be no good. The conversion no good. 34-6 though. So all the things that the Hornets had done well, winning the turnover battle, taking care of the football, it's all been Eden tonight. This Eden team coming in at 2-0, and they are showing why. They've put together a good game plan. Right now, again, the Hornets just going to have to try to stay in it with 5:21 to go, but had a little spark there. Looked like they had the first down, but just right now you just got to give a lot of credit to Eden. They have played very well, and they have been the more aggressive of the team, and it's paid off. Would like to, again, didn't get to mention it at halftime, the cheerleaders always doing a great job. Captain senior Madison Henry, co-captain sophomore Liliana Reyes, senior Mackenzie Andrade, junior Abigail Tower, junior Liberty Potts, also the mascot junior Nicole Sessinger, managers senior Jewel Groves and senior Madeline Griffith, and sponsor Chloe Griffith. So always doing a nice job throughout the week. Another pep rally today, and I'm so impressed. And it's another pop-up kick, this time returned by the Hornets. And then, that's a flag, a late hit out of bounds, several flags. As a nice return is going to get an even bigger yardage. It was Jose Carball with the return, and he got it past midfield to about the 34-yard line, but then they're going to add 15 yards on a tackle well out of bounds. So can the Hornets, right now, yeah, it's again sure not impossible, but got to have something positive happen, get a score on the board, and then build from there. Because right now let's see, the ball at the 34. Some discussion here by the refs. The Eden coach wanted an explanation here. They threw at least 2 flags are thrown, not 3. Right now it looks like they waved those flags off, which they had 3 of them thrown. He was tackled near the stands. So now the ref wants to talk to Coach Wadley. So right now, there was at least 2 flags thrown. So right now it does look like they're leaving it at the 34-yard line. So the ball's at the Eden 34 for the Hornets. They trail here in the third quarter, 34-6. It is going to be marked off. I will admit this referee does like his time in the front of the crowd. So, but it's going to work out as it is 15 yards. Several flags, but he talked to both coaches. But in the end, it does get it down to the 20-yard line. Odd turn of events, but right now the Hornets need to take advantage of it. They're at the Eden 20-yard line. You got split wide and right. Pitch now to Torres. Look to throw deep toward the end zone. Hamilton, no, it's Carr makes the catch. Had 2 receivers, but Roy Carr comes up with it. Thank goodness one of them was able to hang on to it as they bump into each other. And it is a 20-yard touchdown pass from Torres to Roy Carr to put the Hornets on the board. Easton Hamilton was coming over, and he and Carr, there was a defender there too. So nice concentration by Carr. Nice job by Hamilton, but able to pull off there late not to knock it away. And we get the score that we needed. Kick is high. Let's see, is it good? It was hanging towards the right, but it's good for Josue Lopez. So a big score there. Not all the way back, but at least got some kind of start there with that penalty, and that's going to make it 34-14 with the 2-point conversion. So that was a 20-yard pass from the quarterback, Jeremiah Torres. They had pitched it back to him. So Torres to Roy Carr. So Carr's had 2 big catches here in this third quarter. And that did get, glad to see, fans of Roy and Megan chiming in there, so well-deserved. But a 20-yard touchdown, 34-14. So it is going to be Lomita to kick off. And as I was mentioning, the cheerleaders doing it after a score, doing a nice job throwing something in the stands. Can't get a real good view, but it's got the fans excited, so as did the score. Long way to go here, 5:10 to go in the third quarter, still down by 20, but now you're going to need the defense or maybe get one of these onside kicks. We've kicked it deep, though, so we'll see what we do here. But it was good to get that score on the board. But nothing has come easy. That one has had 2 receivers in the same spot and a defender, but got the score to put on the board. Josue Lopez to kick off from the 30, and this is an onside kick. Takes a bounce. It's on the ground. Has a chance. Carvajal had a chance. Still on the ground. They dive for it. Let's see. Lomita has a chance at this. See if the ref can do this under 8 minutes. Can he tell us? Still no decision. Let's get a point towards There it is. There is the point. Everybody in the booth had it right, but I was waiting until the referees did point that way, and he did. So a big play. Great job. Several Hornets had a chance at it, so here we go. You got this is why six-man football is in its own category. So all of a sudden it's 34-14, 5:05 to go. Only about 30 seconds has run off the clock, it seems, in the last 10 minutes, and Lomita has great field position at the 25-yard line of Eden. So can they take advantage? Got the touchdown. 25 at the Eden 25-yard line. In shotgun, then we have a whistle, a flag. Had movement, I believe. False start against the Hornets. Hornets set, so we move them back 5 to the 30. It'll be 1st and 15 for Lomita. 1st and 20 now, 1st and 20. Sure, I'd still get that 10 in there somewhere. All right, so 1st and 20 from the 30-yard line of Eden for the Hornets. Splitting everybody out except we've got Yuli, Casaprado, and Torres, and he gets it to Torres. He's in trouble, throws it, gets it away. Prado goes up and almost intercepted. Man, he had to end up being the defensive back there as it went up in the air. And Teeple, who's had such a big night for the Bulldogs, broke that up, and he almost came down with it, but Manny stayed with it and didn't allow him to have it. 2nd down and 20 from the 30-yard line. 4:55, clock stops with the incompletion. There's no two ways about it. The Hornets need to put points on the board. They got the score. You get the ball back. Still in this game, but you can cut it to a 2-possession game with a score here. Now I've got a T formation to throw, in trouble, gets it away and had a man, but he felt the pressure and is just a little too far out in front of Yuli Casaprado and incomplete. They are bringing pressure in that backfield, and Torres, who's done a nice job these last few weeks of being able to get away from that. That one, he did feel the pressure, at least got rid of the pass. Falls as an incompletion. It is 3rd down and 20 from the 30. And now going to the passing game, the running game. They haven't run one now in several places. That had struggled with it, but let's see if they might try to cross them up with that here. But it's been going to use a timeout here, I believe, is what clock runs down. And it is a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. So it's been really all in the second half. It was all the Eden Bulldogs, but then the score and the recovery of an onside kick by Lomita has put them in a position to try to make some noise. Again, we're going to be bringing you all the games on the LTX Sports YouTube channel. The games are archived. You can go back and listen to them after the completion of each game. Next, we'll be on the air at about 7:15 again as I try to start the game. 7:30 kickoff is scheduled next Friday versus Rochelle. So have another home game next week. There's also, again, we've already had some subscribers. You can subscribe. It's free to go listen or to the archives or to the live and go back. But you can subscribe and get notifications. Also, the Lomita ISD website has a link to it on their athletic page there by the schedule, so you can click on there. So we've got a J formation here with 2 down linemen to the right of Prado. Snap back, and then everybody turns away, but somehow Torres gets it to Hamilton, but he needs to make a man miss and just know where to go after a short gain. Torres turned one way, and the backs went the other. It'll be 4th down, a short gain to about the 27-yard line, so a gain of 3. 4th down and 12, and one that the Hornets need to pick up. 34-14, 4:20 clock runs in the third quarter. Hornets need a first down. Manny Prado brings them to the line. Again, that J formation. 2 linemen to the right of Prado, but 2 backs in the backfield. Pitch to Hamilton. He's looking for blockers. Gets a hole, spins, and it's got a first down, but it's going to be coming back, I believe. There's a flag behind the play. Looked at about the 23-yard line. Hamilton makes the first down. It was good blocking, and he made the cut. But there is a flag, and they're bringing it back. So huge play there is Hamilton. He had good blocking at first, but the last part he had to do on his own, and he did, and found the hole to get the first down. But this will bring it back 10 yards, all the way back to the 32-yard line. And it'll bring 4th down and long, 4th and about 17. Well, I got to look to go deep here or find space. Torres brings in the play from the sideline. 3:45 and counting, 3rd quarter here from Hornet Stadium. Carr Jones on the line with Prado. Back to Hamilton. He pitches it to Torres. Has time, looking. Has a lot of time, looking to throw. A pass to get it off to Hamilton, but now he's being swarmed and nowhere to go. Great defense by the Bulldogs. They forced coverage downfield, forced the dump off finally, and Hamilton picks up a few positive yards, but nowhere near the first down, and that penalty going to end up costing the first down, and it's going to be spotted at the 29-yard line, turnover on downs. And it's Eden's ball on their own 29 with 3:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 34-14. Snap back, and we have a penalty. It looks like movement against the Bulldogs. So that'll move them back to the 24-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 20. Still time. The Hornets trail by 20, 34-14. We've had a defensive score for the Bulldogs. One would not look bad for the Hornets, or even one to get them a quick possession. Teeple is behind the quarterback, Morales. 2 in split wide, low snap. It's on the ground, but it's picked up, and he's going to throw deep, and it's almost caught for a big play. And almost every break, it has not been every break, but almost have kind of gone Bulldogs' way. The ball just on the ground, and Julian Morales, the quarterback, smart play there. He picked it up, threw it, and he almost got it to a receiver down the field. It is incomplete. So it's 2nd down and 15, 2nd and 20. Again, that 5 yards. That had the penalty. 2nd and 20. Under center. Pitch to Teeples. Teeples has space, and he's going to pick up big yards again. Teeples just covers tall back, as I mentioned, long strides, and he gets it near midfield, a little short of midfield, about the 37-yard line. But that's a 13-yard gain. Prado with the help out of bounds there. 3rd down and long. Morales under center, pitches it to Barba. Barba has a little space, and he finds room for a first down, jumps over. We're going to have a flag. He's still on his feet. It's a big gain. Some of it's he won't go down. Barba finally taken down. Eden playing hard. There is a flag back at about the 30. This could be a spot foul. So let's see what this is. I think probably a hold downfield. So he'll get some of that, but going to go back probably near the line of scrimmage. Let's see if that is the call. Some of it's coming back, so that'll be a mark off from the spot of the foul. As I said, so it's going to essentially move it back to about where it was, maybe a little gain to the 38-yard line. So makes it 3rd down and about 6. Was a hold against Eden. But they have done a good job finding some lanes, and Barba and Teeple doing most of the damage, and he's now in that pistol formation. Or now he's not pistol, as he's the tailback with Morales under center, and they're going to pitch it to Teeple. Trying to run him down. Good job of pushing it to the right, making a good play, finding a lane. Defense came in there. I think that was Chris Hernandez who was able to flip through there, or Yuli Caso-Prada, both over there. But either way, it was spread out nicely by the Hornets, and then one of them found that lane and did not let Teeple get away, and needed that badly, but it's 4th down. Got to do it again. 4th down and about 6. Long 5. 1:48 and counting here in the third quarter. 34-14. Eden with the lead and the ball. 4th down. Under center, they got 2 backs behind the quarterback. He's going to roll out, looking to throw out in the flat, and it's caught, and it's number 10 down the sideline, and he's going to take it in for the score. It's going to be Morales to Cohen Holscher, and they were thinking they were going to run, and they just flared it out, and it ends up being it was at the 38, so a 42-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback Morales to Holscher. And the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is on its way. And it's good. I'm going to take a short break. We go with 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Eden on a 4th down play makes it 42-14. Eden leads the Hornets on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. Being from Oklahoma, I know a thing or two about natural disasters. Tornadoes are common where I'm from and have affected my life and the lives of people I care about. No matter where you live, be aware of the dangers in your area and have a plan. You can create an emergency kit, come up with an evacuation plan, and know where to seek shelter. You never know when a disaster may hit. These simple steps can help save a life. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Mark Edmondson back with you live. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. It is now 42-14. Lomita hadn't given up and showing fight, trying to get there, but Eden has found answers. You got to give them credit. That was a 4th down that you had a chance to get them off the field. They roll out and they complete a pass, and it goes for the score. You have everybody kind of up trying to stop that run, which they've been effective at, and that opens up other things. And it did there for the Bulldogs. Kickoff, high kick, and it's going to be come up and caught. Still on his feet is Josue Lopez, and he still gets hit high there, but still not taken down. Great tough run by Lopez, the senior, but he is taken down finally at the, let's see where they mark him. They pushed back some, but Lopez was giving it every effort. It will be on the Eden side of the field at the 38-yard line. So Lomita will start this drive trailing 42-14. And it was 14-6 at half, been almost all Eden here in the second half. They've just been able to make the plays. 1st and 15. Ball at the 38. Under center is Torres. Going to hand it off to Hamilton. A little delay, flag on the play. Hamilton gets positive yards. Let's see what this flag is about. Clock stops at 1:13 to go. Flag down here. It is offsides on the defense, so you'll take that. Keep the 1st down. So the ball is at the now 33-yard line. At the Eden 33 for the Hornets, they trail 42-14. So it's 1st and 15 now for Lomita. The J formation. Snap back to Torres. Pitch it to Hamilton. Got a block. Has room. We're going to get near the first down. And taken down by Barba. But he will get Hamilton with the run. See how they give him the first down. It's at the 23-yard line of Eden. They do call it about a half a yard short to make it second down and short. 48 seconds, under a minute to go here in the third quarter from Hornet Stadium here in Lomita. We'll be at home again next week against Rochelle. Second down and short. Torres in shotgun, pitches it, and nowhere to go. And Eden and Teeple, good defensive players, where he was in the backfield, and he takes down Yuli Casa Prado for a loss all the way back to the 30-yard line. A loss of 7. That'll bring up third down and now make it about 7 or 8. See, I don't think we'll get another playoff before we go to the fourth quarter. We do run to the line. 5 seconds on the third quarter. They do snap it, but I don't think we were set. So they get up there with 1.7, but it looks like we had not set on the line. So I think this will be 5 yards against Lomita. Been a lot of little things tonight. And some frustration that haven't seen in the first couple of games, so there's going to have to be one of those you regroup from. So that marks it back to the 35-yard line. It's at the Eden 35. And makes it third down and about 12. Third down and 12. Spreading out here as both ends spread wide right and left. Torres behind the two upbacks. They snap it back to Hamilton. Now to Torres. Clock ends the third quarter. Torres still looking. Now he pulls it down, looks to run. And even in that, Holscher makes a great tackle. I mean, Torres has made a lot of those runs. He got near past the 30, but looked like he had space, and in open space, Holscher knocked him down. It's going to bring up a fourth down as we go to the fourth quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second here. We're going to the fourth. The Eden Bulldogs 42, the Lomita Hornets 14 on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Mark Edmondson back with you live here at Hornet Stadium in Lomita, Texas. Game number 3 of the season. Right now, both teams coming in at 2-0. Eden in control, leading 42-14 as we start the fourth quarter. It'll be a fourth down play. Lomita trying to keep this drive alive. They're at the Eden 28-yard line. So fourth down. Throughout the game, it looked like a couple times Lomita might have a chance, but it really has been a game that Eden has played the cleaner game. They have made the plays when they needed to. Right now, fourth down. Wide end split wide right and left. Pitch back to Hamilton, to Torres. Pressure comes. He rolls. Looks to run here. Can he get the first down marker? I think he did. Let's see. It's close. At the 20. It is the first down. Just enough. Good job. Torres read that. And he'll get the yardage just enough to pick up the first down to about the 22-yard line. So 1st and 15 for Lomita at the 22-yard line. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Clock runs 9:37 to go. 42-14 Eden. Prado brings them to the line again. Split wide right is Stone Carr Jones. Split left Roy Jones. Snap back to Hamilton. Pitches it to Torres. Got a man in front of him, and the ball knocked loose. And Teeple, ball still on the ground, and they pick it up, and this is going to end up being a touchdown return for number 2, Julian Morales. And it all started with Teeple. Teeple is he has been the player of the game, even though Morales gets the TD there, the quarterback. But Teeple just got in front of Torres, wouldn't let him go, knocked the ball loose. It got kicked around by 2 or 3 different players, and then Morales had it all alone, and he returns it for 52 yards for a score. Fumble recovery return for a score for the Bulldogs. Extra point kick is on the way, and it is good. And that makes the score 50 to 14. So my math's not that good. So what is that? 14, 24, 34, 44. That is a 36-point game. So getting close to that 45 mark. Again, a game after half at 45 points ends. So they've had a pick six. They've had a pick six and now a 52-yard fumble return for a score. Extra point was good. The kick by Teeple makes it 50 to 14. Eden in fourth quarter. Eden is going to come away with feeling real good about themselves. They played a heck of a ball game here tonight. So 50 to 14. Again, won the turnover battle. Just have been able to control the lines and force the offense of Lomita to do things they haven't had to do, or into situations they haven't been in, and they are going to come away with a victory in a fashion that they deserve. They played a good ball game. Now Lomita's going to get the ball, see if they can get a score and keep it away from that 45. Make that a little further away. Want to keep this game going. And it's another high, short kick, and it's knocked off the chest of one of the Hornets, and I think Eden has got the ball. They did, so that one was recovered by Mauro Ponce. So now I believe you are in that range where a score could end the ball game. So it is, the wheels have fallen off. It is one of those games that you just have to kind of regroup. But right now the defense trying to make a stop. Things have gone well the first 2 weeks, and so it's going to take a little regrouping by this Hornet team, and that's going to be something that every team goes through at some point. So it's at the 30-yard line of Lomita. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and it's Teeple, and I don't think anybody's going to catch him, and Teeple's got a 30-yard score. 30-yard score. Lomita just kind of all their energy gone. So a 30-yard touchdown by Teeple. That makes it 56 to 14. Well, that's 42. So I guess even a 2-point won't make it. It'll only make it 44 if my math is right. But it's going to be Barber to kick here. Barber to kick for. And he just stands there, and the snap is good, and just he kicks it through with just that short motion, again, with so many people coming at you, and it is good, and that makes it 50. So it's 58 to 14, 58 to 14. Yeah, 58 to 14. So the wheels have come off here for Lomita. Just again, a 14-6 at half, and that is going to be something. It's going to take one of those kind of you have to kind of look at yourself and see, and teams go through that. And this team has had 2 good weeks, and now they're going to have to come back at it. And I imagine that will start tomorrow. But 8:54 to go in the game, 58-14 might start tonight. But they have Eden has come to town and done what they wanted. And one more kickoff here. Again, a high pop-up kick. Fair catch called for and made by number 2. That's Yuli Casa Prado with the fair catch. So Lomida's offense. And right now you see some of those shoulders sagging, and then you're out on the field, you got to be ready. So need to forget that right now no matter what. The game is not going to be won, but you got to go out there and be prepared and do your best. That's the way it is. Pick them up. 8:52 to go. The offense on the field. 58-14 Eden. Lomita will start at their own 30-yard line. Under center is Torres. He's going to pitch it. Gets it to Hamilton, trying to get to the outside. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet. Good hard run. Good job by Hamilton to keep his feet moving. Are they trying to say the ball ended up in Barba's hands, but it looked like he was stopped. Let's see what they're saying. It looked like he was, but they're giving the ball to. I'm saying as he went for those X yards, looks like his legs were down, but they say the ball came out. And right at the 40-yard line, it'll be another fumble and a recovery by, I believe that was Barba. And there are certain nights you just have to forget and move on, and this will be one of them. But now definitely a score will put it to that 45 point. It's 58-14 with 8:32 to go. They have it at the 40-yard line. Do the Eden Bulldogs. Spread out. Going to pitch it, and Teeple looks to throw, and it got out of his hands. That should be a loose ball. They're saying incomplete. It looked like kind of just flopped out of there. They say it was an incomplete pass. I guess he was moving forward, but the ball went kind of backwards and fluttered. Incomplete pass, second down. So Teeple has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. They've had a lot of help, but Teeple has definitely set a tone for this Bulldog team here tonight. Second down and 15 from the 40. Clock stops 8:24 here in the fourth quarter. Teeple will take the snap, then he pitches it to Morales. Now he throws it and almost intercepted. It would have been a pick six, but Jeremiah Torres couldn't quite come up with it. A good read there by Torres. Then we got a flag, late hit. So it was incomplete, but it will be a personal foul, I believe. Personal foul. So that'll give them, the Eden Bulldogs, an automatic first down. Past midfield on the personal foul on the Hornets. 8:17 to go in the game, 58-14. Eden with the lead, a 14-6 halftime score. They've been all Eden here in the second half. Snap back. Barbara on the ground pitches it to Morales, and he's in trouble, and then he's taken down. Back at near the 40, so a loss, and they're going to give him progress to up near more the 35-yard line. So it is Eden's ball at the Lomita 35. Makes it second down and long, about second 25. Our next broadcast will be next Friday. Rochelle will come to town. Long season ahead of us. Two ends there to the left, four in the formation. Pitch back, give it to Barba. Barbara running towards the sideline and stop there. Several Bulldogs coming in there. Several Hornets knocking Barba out. I think who was the first one there? I believe TJ Moore might have got there first, but there were several others. Hornets, including Jose Carbajal, I think kind of knocked him out of bounds. Got up to the 30-yard line, so it was a gain of 5. So still third and long, third and about 20. Under center, pitches it to Teeple. He's going to run with it, still on his feet and taken out of bounds. Inside the 20 at about the 16. It's a gain of 14. Well, it'd still bring up a fourth down and long, 6 or 7. Fourth down for the Bulldogs. Julian Morales under center. Going to pitch it to Barbara. Barbara trying to get to the outside, and Hornets are there to knock him back to get a turnover on downs. Was Torres over there. Nice job to pick him up after they took him down. Got it, picked him up. It's the kind of thing you need to see here. Late in the game, this is a game that Eden won. They came out. I think also T.J. Moore was in on that tackle. But you got to give them credit. Eden came to play, and they outplayed the Hornets here tonight. There'll be another day. Right now, the Hornets will have it 1st and 15 from about their own 18-yard line after the turnover on downs. 6:10 to go, so they did keep that score out of there, kept the 45-point rule. It looks like offsides. And then the play still in play. Hamilton jumps over a player. Then the ball comes out late. It has just been a tough night for the Hornets. Roy Carr did end up picking it up. There was a flag to begin with, which is offsides, but they ran the play, and Hamilton picked up nice yards, but after about 15 yards downfield, the ball kind of gets hit from the side, and it comes out, but Carr recovered it. I say they're walking back. I thought they had moved through the line. Let's see. They got the ball still down here near the 35, so that should be. Let's take the play. So that'll end up being a first down on that run up to the Lomita 34-yard line. 6:06. I'd like to see the Hornets go down and score. I mean, you have a chance. That penalty decline, the offsides against the Bulldogs. Don't let them, I can't erase the bad night, but you can go down and make this game go to the end, get more plays in. Like I had both jumped, but then they don't blow the whistle, and then the handoff or pitch. See how they sort this out. They moved, but then one of the offensive line moved early. It was Yuli Casa Prado with the carry to the 40. See him sort this one out. So it is going to be offsides against the Bulldogs. I don't take it to the 39-yard line of Lomita. They'll have it first down and 10. 5:59 to go in our ball game. 58-14 Eden. We will be bringing you all the games on LTX Sports YouTube channel. Next week, home against Rochelle. Under center, Torres. And another whistle. I believe this will be a false start. 5 yards moved back for the Hornets. So that'll take it back to the 34-yard line. It does seem like it was a long time ago that 14-6 score. And the Hornets had a chance. Remember, they were inside the 5-yard line, I think twice, and could have tied it right before half and didn't get that done. Then the opening, it really fell apart on that opening kickoff of the second half, recovered by the Bulldogs, and they really never looked back. Pitch here to Hamilton, looking inside. And the ball on the ground picked up, and there is a flag, but right now it's going to be another fumble return for a touchdown for Morales. This one 36 yards. Morales is his second fumble return. Let's see. There's a flag on the field, but Morales picked up another fumble and returned it for a score. If that were to stay, that would be the ball game. We've got it looked like a hold against Lomita. They decline it, and that will be, surely they would, and that would be the ball game. I think that's what's happening here. Hold against Lomita, declined. Fumble return for a score, and that makes it 6. And that makes it 64-14 and ends the ball game. So the 45-point rule comes into play. 64-14 on the second fumble return for a score. You don't see that sometimes twice in 2 seasons, and it happened twice in this second half. So it is the end of the ball game, the 45-point rule in effect. And it's just one of those games. We're going to take a short break. It just we all need to wipe off the books as quickly as we can and look forward to next week. So the Hornets fall to 2-1 as the Eden Bulldogs move to 3-0 with a 64-14 win here at the 5:47 mark of the fourth quarter. The game ends for the victory for the Eden Bulldogs. We'll be back and wrap it up here after this minute timeout on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
The key to unlock the next breakthrough in life-saving cancer research could be sitting in your driveway. Stand Up to Cancer's vehicle donation program makes it easy to turn your unwanted vehicle into funding to support innovative cancer research. These innovations lead to better cancer prevention, diagnosis, and treatment, which means we can help save lives right now. Cancer affects all of us. Today alone, 5,370 people in the United States will be diagnosed with cancer. It will take all of us standing up together to put an end to it. So when you're looking to get rid of your old car, truck, motorcycle, RV, or boat, why not donate it to Stand Up to Cancer? Donating is easy and tax deductible. We'll even tow your vehicle for free. You can be a driving force in cancer research. Donate your car today. Visit standuptocancer.org/cars to learn more.
Mark Edmondson back with you live. I'm not going to give a whole lot of the score, and let's just go that the 2 scores for the Hornets. Back in the first quarter, it was a pass from Torres to Prado. Manny Prado with the first score. At that time, it was tied at 6. And then in the third quarter, it was a 20-yard pass from Torres to Roy Carr. Those are the 2 scoring plays for the Hornets. Other than that, it was a game dominated by the Eden Bulldogs, and they moved to 3-0. We do appreciate you joining us wherever it is. Please share with us. We're going to be bringing you all the games, and they are going to be better than this. Is going to be one that this team will regroup from. They played well the first 2 games, and Eden played well, but it was not a good game for the Hornets. So got to look at some things and go back out there and work it out like a lot of the teams do every year and get better. So we'll look for that next week. We'll go on the air about 7:15 next week. Again, it's at home against Rochelle, 7:30 scheduled kickoff. Our final score here tonight in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Eden Bulldogs 64, the Lomita Hornets 14 on LTX Sports YouTube channel. Thank you and good night.
You have been listening to Lomita High School Sports on the LTX Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us and good night.